Okay, so each stretch you want to do for about 3 to 4 minutes. So, look at a clock or have a timer on or something in order to help. The first one is going to be on his belly, and you want to put your hands on the muscles that you're stretching. So you're stretching his inside muscles, they're the adductors, but you're going to be putting your hands, the warmth of your hands on those muscles, and you can use your knees in order to help push his legs apart. And not only are you going to be pushing out, but you're also going to be not sliding, but kind of just pushing your hands down a little bit. So out and down, okay, because you're making that muscle longer, okay? So this one you're going to do for about 3 to 4 minutes, okay? Okay, and if when you're doing a stretch, if it's feeling really tight, you can kind of shake it a little bit, like side to side, in order to help you stretch a little bit more. So, and so hopefully, as you're doing the 3 to 4 minutes, you're going to be able to push him out further and further, okay, as you're doing the stretch. So again, you're going to do this for like 3 to 4 minutes, okay? Okay, and then after that 3 to 4 minutes, then you're going to fold his knee like this. Now this one is just a shorter one, okay? But you're going to press like on his hip, okay, on his buttocks, and you're going to lift his knee a little bit, okay? Okay. So if you want to hold that for about a minute, okay, and then you go ahead and do the other one, okay, and you're kind of stretching the hip flexors, okay. Okay, so each of those for about a minute, okay. Then you're going to, you can just pause it as as you're doing each one. Chase, go ahead and flip over. Chase, flip over.
Oh, okay.
All right. Okay, so you might put your body in a different way than I do. Just do whatever's comfortable for you so you don't hurt yourself while you're doing his stretches. So, all right. So what we're going to be doing is stretching his hamstrings, so that he can stretch further this way. But first, you're going to just do 1 minute on his knee. Now, this is going to be what I'm doing with my hand is I'm kind of warming the muscle and kind of stretching it to straighten his knee. Okay, so I'm going to do that first. So I'm pushing his ankle up, okay, and I'm kind of pushing his knee so that it straightens, but I'm also having my hand here, right here, in order to stretch this muscle, so to kind of straighten his leg first. So this you just have to do, so I'm going like this direction is what I'm doing. Chase, can you stop so Grandpa can hear me? Okay, so you're kind of stretching that, and you just do that one for 1 minute. Okay? And then after that, you're going to do his hamstrings. Okay? And so I have my hand on the back, and the direction that I'm going to be kind of pulling, stretching that muscle is like this. So it's towards his foot, towards his knee. That's what I'm going to be doing with my hand. Okay? So now, while I'm doing that with this hand, I'm pushing, towards his head. Okay, so we want to get his leg straight. And again, if you're feeling that it's tight, what you can do is kind of shake his leg a little bit, and that will help you to stretch. So just a little bit going in this direction, just side to side. Okay? Now, I often find it easier to kind of lay down. That way it's not putting so much pressure on my back. And I use my knee to push his foot forward. So this one you want to do 3 to 4 minutes. You want to hold it. Okay, so, and you're going to hold that other leg down with your leg. Okay, So if he says ouch, just back off a little bit and then just try to work towards that direction. So again, pulling, kind of pulling, just heating up that muscle to lengthen it. And then this is going towards his head so that, you know, he's in like a right angle with his leg. So you're going to hold that for 3 to 4 minutes. Okay. And then you're going to do that with the other leg too, but after you stretch his hip flexors. That way you're not moving around so much. But what you do is you're going to slide his bottom over your leg, okay? And hold one leg down, okay? And you're going to take the knee and you're going to kind of push it towards his chest. But while you're doing that, you're going to take your fingers, you're going to find his hip bone, okay? And you're going to, like, not directly on his hip bone, but if you just slide inward and put your fingers there, slide inward and go like a little bit lower, okay? These are his hip flexors that we're trying to stretch. So what you want is this knee forward, okay? And then you're pressing this leg down. And I use my leg to hold it down. And I'm going to use my fingers to push on those hip flexors. Okay? So this knee towards his chest. The other leg is flat down or pushed down. And then you're holding the hip flexors. And so this, you just have to hold it for about 1 minute. Okay? And then you're going to switch. Okay. So then the other knee up, it's going to be going towards his chest. Okay. So this knee towards his chest. Okay. While I am pushing this leg down, okay, with my leg, and I'm going to find his hip bone, and then I'm going to push. I'm going to go inwards. Okay, just slide off of his hip bone and go a little bit inwards, a little bit down, and you're going to push there while you're doing this stretch. Chase, don't push back, honey. Are you okay? All right, is that okay?
Yes.
And he'll tell you if it hurts and just kind of back off a little bit and then try to go in that direction again. So you're just going to hold that stretch for about a minute. Okay?
Are you making a video for you?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, and then I just kind of, while his buttocks are still on my leg, I just kind of push down a little bit just to kind of stretch his hips. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and do his hamstrings on the other side. Okay, so I'm going to hold this leg down, and I'm going to take this hand and put it on his knee area, because what I want to do is straighten his knee. So this hand that's holding his ankle is going up, and I'm pushing on his knee to straighten it. But I'm also kind of going in this direction as I'm pulling, and it's just to straighten out that knee. Okay, so this one you can hold for about 1 minute. Okay, and then after that, you're going to help with the rest of the hamstring. So, again, you're going to put your hand on the back of his leg, and the idea is to, make his body in like an L. So I'm going to be pushing upward with this hand, and I'm going to be pulling towards his foot, towards his knee with this hand. Okay? So, again, I just use my knee so I'm not putting all the pressure on my back. Okay. And if it's tight, you can kind of shake. If you can see shaking side to side in order to help loosen that muscle. Okay, so this one you're gonna hold for 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, and hopefully you'll be able to make his leg, you know, like go like it's the top of an L. So, okay, and then the next one is a long stretch. You're gonna hold it for 3 to 4 minutes, and it's similar to what you just did when he was on his belly, but now you're gonna do it again while it's on his while he's on his back. So I'm gonna warm his muscles, and I'm gonna be using my knees and my hands to push out and to also, you know, lengthen down. Okay, so you want to do that and try to keep his legs straight and not really let his knees bend. Okay, so you're going to do this 3 to 4 minutes, and you can, while you're doing that, is you can kind of go like this. Okay, do quick movements with his legs like that. Okay, and then go ahead and do more of a stretch. So do more of a stretch, and then you can do this again. So it's just kind of making his legs do quick movements like when he's walking, but then also stretching them out again. So, because you'll feel them tighten a little bit when you do that. All right, so this one's 3 to 4 minutes. Okay. All right, and then, and you can also do bicycle to kind of work out his legs. Okay. So the next one you're gonna do, you're gonna make sure his shoulder is down and his knee is gonna go towards his shoulder. Okay, you're kind of gonna be well, this shoulder. I'm sorry, knee towards this shoulder, but this shoulder needs to stay flat. Okay, so you can go ahead and push on his hip. Keep your knee here. Can you hold your knee? Okay, hold your knee. All right, and I'm gonna, again, this shoulder is down, and I'm pushing this hip. Okay, like sort of diagonally. So you're gonna do that. And what did you say? Was it 1 minute, or should we hold it for longer? 1 minute? Okay, so 1 minute for this stretch. Okay, we used to do it for shorter, so but his teacher said to do it for longer now. So you're gonna hold that for 1 minute, and then you're gonna do the other leg. Okay, so again, so Chase, hold your knee. Okay, and you want it to go, you know, towards his shoulder while holding this shoulder down. So that's the direction that you're gonna be pushing his hip. So, and it's okay for his hip to go off the floor. Chase, pull your knee up. Okay, but you're pushing towards that shoulder, the diagonal shoulder. Okay, so you're gonna hold that for a minute. Okay, and then should we videotape putting the shoes on? Okay. I can show Grandpa tomorrow. Okay. Then what we usually do is we get him dressed, like put his shorts on and put his shoes on, and then you're going to work on his trunk. So, what?
No.
Okay. So, all right. So you want to keep his legs straight. All right. So I kind of try to hold his knees down, and I'm going to push his back. I'm going to push him forward. So he's like sitting in the shape of an L. Okay. Now these are a little bit more like quicker stretches, but if you feel that he's really tight, you can, you know, you can always do the stretch for longer. So now I push him forward, and then I'm using my knees to hold his hips, okay? and I'm going to turn. So I'm twisting his trunk, okay? And I'm going to do like 3 times. I'm going to do this, okay? So, and then I'm stretching this way. So I'm just helping his body to go that way. Okay? So I do those 3 things 3 times. So, again, back forward. And then twisting to each side. And then reaching. Like stretching his ribs. Okay, so pushing him forward, twisting him to the side. Okay, so once you stretch out his trunk, then you're going to stretch his arms. So these again are just kind of shorter stretches. So what I'm doing is I'm making it go so his palm is up, okay? Stretching out that palm, stretching out his arm like this, and out to the side, okay? So you can just kind of, I just kind of play a little bit and kind of stretch and go in different directions. Okay.
Oh.
Oops, sorry. Again, I'm keeping it so that his hand is like this because that's hard for him to do, okay? Now, then I'm also going to, after I do his arm, I'm going to kind of make his thumb go circular, and I'm going to pull back his fingers just to kind of give his hands a stretch, okay? All right, same with the other arm, stretching it forward, and again, trying to make sure that palm is up. His right hand is tighter, so. Okay, and I'm kind of shaking it just to get a little bit more of a stretch. Okay. Oh, sorry. All right, and so I'm going to stretch his fingers, stretch his thumbs, and I'm going to crisscross his arms. Okay. And then as I'm lifting up his arms, I'm kind of giving his ribs a stretch too. And then this one, it would be good if you could hold it for at least a couple minutes. You're going to pull his arms back. And you're going to have his arms and his hands behind him. Okay? And you can shake a little bit. And while you do this, you're going to kind of put your thumb like between his, like under his shoulder blade, okay? Like try to push your thumb under there, okay? On both sides. Okay. So probably be good to do like 1 or 2 minutes to do this stretch. Okay. So then it'd be good if I could do like squats. If you can find something, Chase, go ahead over to the side of the couch, okay? Come on. And usually he'll have his shoes on for this one. His shoes and toe-offs. So if you have a place on the carpet that you could do this, that would be good. Come on, Chase, please don't go down. Come on, let's go. Let's show Grandpa, okay?
Be fast, please.
Come on. Let's go. We're almost done. So we use the side of the couch, but if you can find an area to do this, that would be good. Maybe the back of your couch or the side of your couch might work.
Go, Chase.
Come on, let's go. And you're going to have him stand up. Okay, come on. then he'll be a little bit more stable when he has his shoes on. Chase, stand up, honey. Where are your books? Why don't you grab some book or you can't. Here, Chase, please go ahead and stand up, honey. You can do that all by yourself while I get books for Lila. Here's some more books. Stand up, Chase.
I can't.
Okay, so then what you're gonna do, okay? Let's see, you need something to hold on to. Here, let's put this through. Okay, so first, these are squats that you're gonna work on. But first, you're just gonna do a little bit of a stretch, okay? So you're gonna have him it's called a half kneel, okay? And you can do this and just have him stretch, just stay like this, for a minute would be good. Just to do that stretch, it's a good position for him to be in and balance in. And then you're just gonna do 10 squats. When he's doing the squats, he needs to lean on the leg that he's got the knee up already, okay? So if he's leaning on this side, don't let it count. He needs to lean on this side as he is pulling himself up, okay? All right, did you hear that, Chase? Yeah. So you gotta lean on this side. All right, go ahead. And you're just gonna do 10 of these where he is pushing himself up on that left leg. Wait. Okay, ready? All right, go. So, and I'm just holding his knees so they go in the right spot. Chase, lean on left side. Okay.
His socks
Chase,
off.
I heard you. What?
Take his socks off.
Usually his shoes are on, so he doesn't slip.
My shoes off.
Okay.
Shoes on.
Chase, let's just do it, okay?
But then you do the same thing on the other leg.
All right, so then you're gonna do 10 on this side, but first you're gonna do that stretch for about a minute. So it's okay if you put him in the position just to, Chase, put your foot forward, honey. Okay.
Are we gonna be almost done?
Chase, when we're done, we'll be done, okay? Almost done. All right, so you're gonna hold in this position for about a minute, and then he's gonna lean on the right side because he's got his right knee up. So make sure he's leaning on that side as he pushes up. So, and you do 10 squats. Go ahead, Chase. Okay. And you want him to be pushing more than pulling because he pulled a lot on that one. So Chase, you want to push up with your legs. Okay, so push on this side. Push. Okay. So you're going to do 10 of these. Okay. And again, if he's leaning on the wrong side, then, kind of fix him, like push his body to the correct side. And then you're going to have him do like at least 3 times pulling to stand. This can be a little tricky because you have to make sure he's leaning on the correct side. But, all right, I just do 3 on each side, like alternating, but whatever you want to do is fine. So go ahead and pull up this leg. Okay, and you might need to help him a little bit. I think he's slipping a little bit because he doesn't have his shoes, but hopefully he can do it better with his, he'll do it better for you with the shoes on. So you might just need to lift a little bit, see where my fingers are underneath his knee in order for him to get into a good spot. So he's gonna lift that leg. Okay, so when he lifted, just kind of think about how you do it when you pull to stand. Okay, he's leaning on the right side as he lifts his left leg. And then, now that he has his left leg up, okay, now he's gonna lean on the left leg, okay, and push. Okay, so that's a pull to stand. All right, so you just have to make sure he's leaning on the correct leg. All right, so you can do 3 times on that side, and then now you can do the right side, or you could take turns and do left, right, left, right. But go ahead and pull up your right leg. So see how he's leaning on his left in order to get that right leg up? And if you do it yourself, you'll feel what I'm saying. We just don't think about it because we just do it. But, all right, so he can get his knee up. So, but if he's tighter, he has a little trouble. So you might just need to help him just a little bit by pushing underneath his knee. So, and then you're going to. So now that he's got that knee up, now he's got to lean on the right. Chase, lean on this leg. No, lean on this leg. Come on. Keep your foot there. I know, but we're just showing Grandpa. Okay?
And up.
You'll do it better with your sneakers on, I know. Lean on the right leg now.
Sneakers.
But Chase, we don't have time to put them on now, so just do this, okay? Alright, okay. Make sure he's in the, Chase, stop whining and help. Alright, so make sure he's in the right position, like, you want to make sure that he's sort of like in right angles here as much as you can, okay? It's not the best because he doesn't have his shoes on, but, alright, so lean on the right, okay, push on this leg, Chase, okay? The knee that's up, okay? Alright, and that wasn't as good, it's because he's slipping because he doesn't have his shoes on, but you don't want him pulling so much on the couch. You want him pushing with his leg. That's what he needs to do. So if you can kind of feel his body, and if he doesn't do it correctly, or then if he leans on the wrong side, then tell him it doesn't count, because he only has to do like 3 on each side, because he's going to have his toe offs on, which make it harder for him to actually do the pulling to stand. So all right, so that's can you think of anything else?
No, we're good.